Hey guys, Ken here with Full Wheel Online, and fresh off the track, I've got Robby Gordon from his qualifying run. So Robby, how was the run?
Well, Ken, it's good to have you here with us in St. Pete. Run was pretty good. I'm running a Toyota Tires truck this weekend. Normally I run my Speed Menards truck, but this weekend we're running Toyota Tires, and practice was good. It was a smooth practice. We got 10 of probably the best stadium super truck drivers out here this weekend, and it's pretty competitive. So you know, these are new trucks starting off the season. Everything's been re-prepped. We're just doing a little bit of tuning on them and trying to get them all where they're competitive.
Awesome. So what's the difference between, this is obviously a street track, and then the dirt tracks in stadiums? How does it compare?
Well, I think the biggest thing is in the stadium, we have a whopping speed of about 70 miles an hour wide open. Here at the end of the front straight at St. Pete, we're seeing about 165 miles an hour, which is pretty cool. That's a huge difference. That's a big difference from almost 100 mile an hour difference.
So as a fun question, what do you daily drive?
Daily driver is a 1500 Dodge, and you know, it's kind of cool because it runs around on the exact same tire and the exact same wheel that we run here in Stadium Super Truck.
So speaking of wheels, these are the Robby Gordon KMCs, right?
You know, I've known the KMC brand forever. We've had our own wheel line for a long time, but obviously KMC has an awesome distribution network, and we're excited about them. One, reproducing our old standard wheel, which is on these, but then we've got 3 new wheels that have now come out, and we're pretty stoked about it, really stoked.
That's awesome. So, on 3 wheels, what's that like? When you're up on 3, or even 2, earlier in this run, you were on 2 wheels.
Well, sometimes you'll clip a curb and it'll actually bicycle up on 2 wheels. 3 wheels, I know it sounds crazy, you know, how come the trucks get up on 3 wheels? But they actually get on 3 wheels a lot in left-hand corners. It's what we call a torque wheelie. The engine torque is trying to twist the motor around, and it actually picks it up on 3 wheels. And that's how we're actually getting up on 3 wheels, is torque wheelie.
Gotcha. So you got a lot of race experience. How does the other race experience transfer into this, or vice versa? Like, how do you translate that?
Well, you know, one of the things I want to do, you know, you talk about 3-wheeling, and you know, can we get the trucks to handle flat? Yes, we can. But if we do that, then it's not as on edge for the drivers. I really wanted these trucks to be hard to drive, a little bit out of control, and obviously put on a good show, and that's what Stadium Super Truck does. That's awesome.
So, what's your favorite part of this particular style of racing? Why do you do this?
I think the coolest thing, you know, I've raced Indy cars here forever, and obviously we've had a wonderful fan following. You know, Indy car still has a bunch of fans come to the racetrack, which is great. But when Stadium Super Truck hits the racetrack, the coolest thing is actually to watch the people run to one side of the grandstands. And they'll go to wherever there's a jump, they'll just tack down on that end, or they'll actually go to the fences and hang on the fence. And I see a lot of youth in it, and I think that's cool in motorsports that we have a lot of youth and a lot of kids really want to know what we're doing and checking out Stadium Super Truck.
Yeah, tons of kids coming by, and people just in general, oh, I love the trucks, yeah, I love them. So that's awesome to see, building the rallying of the fans around this motorsport in particular, because it is exciting. It's super exciting.
Just different, and you know, trucks are, half the vehicles in America are trucks, but you know, in the aftermarket industry, I'm going to say 80% of the automotive aftermarket is truck-based. So it's pretty cool that we've got something that resembles a production vehicle that someone can actually go buy. But then a lot of the aftermarket components, you know, the King shocks, the KMC wheels, the Toyota tires, a lot of those things can go on a production car as well.
Yep, that's awesome. Awesome. So, last question: how much do you love your job? Like, is it even describable?
Yeah, no, there's the days that they all come back destroyed. It's like, oh man, you know, so we really want to do this. And the answer is yes, because every time we come back, we just, you know, I have people come by. I had some people come by in Australia, and they said, you know, the trucks, they make me smile.
Yes.
You know, and they make me laugh, and they're funny. And that's pretty cool when people come back and say, you know, a sport like ours, which people looked at me like I had 3 eyes when I first said what we were going to do. And now we've got this thing taken off, you know, with 800,000 followers and races all over the world.
The fans seem ravenous for it. They love it. Like I said, it's new, it's fresh, and it's exciting. So that's awesome. We love that you're doing all this. I see you back here putting in tons of hard work. You're not just driving the trucks, you're doing everything from pulling them off the trailers to helping the mechanics look at stuff.
We're still a team, you know, and I think, you know, I've got a lot of experience. I got a lot of mechanics that have a lot of experience, and we kind of hash the ideas out of what we're going to do and try to keep everybody. My goal is that every truck here is equal and as competitive as possible, so that you know, so we have good competitive racing, because that's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's what it's about. People love that. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
It was a great talk.
All right, appreciate it.
Good luck this week.
Thanks.